Hello everyone and welcome to another Robcast Revenge of the Nerd podcast. As you can see, I'm in my movie room today, which means I'm going to be doing another movie review. And as you can tell from the thumbnail that I've so cleverly added to the YouTube channel here, is going to be Mars Attacks that I am reviewing today. One of the most, I think, underrated, least talked about science fiction movies of all time. I have not heard a lot about this movie from a lot of movie reviewers and even notable nerds and science fiction geeks. So, why am I telling you about pop culture things? I actually invented the zombie portrait. I have been a nerd for life. I'm still trying to figure out what hand signs to do for nerd for life, but I saw Star Wars in the theaters. I saw Jaws in the theaters. I was there, man, when there wasn't even like a pop culture landscape. Like there really wasn't a lot of ways you could even see movies and things like that. Even like where I live, up north here in Canada, it was kind of hard to get, like, it was kind of even hard to get certain things, like even comics and things like that. So, but I was down with that stuff since I was like 5-6 years old, man. And I've stuck with it ever since. So yeah, I've got a lot of years behind me in terms of being part of pop culture in general, and I mean in general. Like I'm into so many different, pockets. Components of pop culture, like toys, comics, movies, of course. You'll see in the background. In fact, I've acquired a lot more movies and things, and I need more shelving, so I'm looking into that right now. Anyway, so let's get to the movie at hand, Mars Attacks. Now, why is it such an amazing movie? First of all, it is a Tim Burton film, which again, like, it doesn't seem like a lot of people sort of mention this when they talk about Tim Burton. It's always like Beetlejuice, Batman, Edward Scissorhands, things of that nature. And to be honest, I don't know why, but I've never thought myself to be a huge Tim Burton fan, until I really start to think, what movies did he do? And I'm like, yes, I am a huge Tim Burton fan. Even doing Ed Wood and movies of that nature. Like, I'm like, wow, yeah, I really am a huge Tim Burton fan. But it was never like, oh, he's doing a movie, I gotta go see it, or like I gotta get it, I gotta buy it, or whatever. It's kind of more of a passive thing where it's like, yeah, he does movies, and I eventually realize how good they are, and then I end up, buying them or whatever. This is the craziest thing you might ever hear, but I just bought Tim Burton's Batman last week. Yeah, it's true. I never owned it. I never felt like I needed to watch it over and over again. But yeah, I just bought it, and I'm really excited to watch it again. It's been a long time, and it is a very iconic movie. So anyway, yeah, but getting back to Mars Attacks. Mars Attacks, Tim Burton film. It is absolutely incredible. It's actually based on, oddly enough, a set of trading cards by Topps trading card company. I think back in the 60s, if I'm not mistaken. This movie was made in, I think, 1986 or 1996 or 1998. So this was like prior to the 2000s. So like the effects, where you'd think, wow, like it's a pretty old movie. The effects are fantastic. They're not as like ultra top-notch like CGI, like in terms of CGI, as you may expect today, but man, it really holds up. I just watched this again the other day, so like I think last week, I think end of last week, I watched it again. Fantastic movie. It starts out actually really creepy, and basically you get an idea of these aliens, what these aliens are like, these Martians, because they're from Mars, it's Mars Attacks. You get an idea of what these aliens are like right from the opening scene. And to put it bluntly, these aliens are a bunch of assholes. Because the first scene, I'm just gonna spoil it for you. You know, visually, I can't do it justice just talking about it. It's very reminiscent of a scene in Silence of the Lambs, actually, where you see these two farmers talking, or these two people talking like on this farm, and they smell like barbecue, and they hear this rumbling, and it gets closer and closer, and it's like a herd of cows rushing towards them, but they're all on fire, which is like really unsettling and really creepy. And then like you see this alien spacecraft like come up from the horizon where they are and like take off into space. So like right from the get-go, it's kind of like it's kind of arresting, and it's really like I think it's kind of scary, actually. Like it was scary as a concept to me. And I thought it was really well done. So, but basically it goes from there. Now, like the movie itself is very high in comedic value. It's very much a movie about the human condition, and how all the individuals, and there are a lot of individuals in this movie being focused on, and I'll get to that in a minute. But to see how everyone deals with this alien invasion and what happens, it's just amazing. And it very much sort of is a statement on humans and how we deal with things. So it's kind of like if this were like a zombie outbreak, or like an alien invasion, or whatever, it's like this worldwide thing that's happening, and we see how human beings sort of deal with it. Now, as I was saying, the individuals in question, we've got everyone from the president to like a soldier, to like TV personalities, to like just like dirt farmers, to like everyone. So everyone is kind of like just a common person, to like literally the president of the United States, and like government agencies around the world. Everyone's affected by the alien invasion, and everyone sort of deals with it in their own way. Sometimes with like very like bizarre outcomes, and some with humorous outcomes, but it's incredible to watch. And these, like I said, the aliens are total assholes. So the things that they do, basically to screw around with the humans, is absolutely fantastic. So like even at that, just watch the movie for that. It's just such a satirical, funny sort of way of handling things. The way they handle things. And then the humans, of course, and I'm not spoiling anything here. If you've seen like War of the Worlds or anything like that, there's always the one thing that it's like the aliens have their kryptonite, right? So the humans have a way of defeating them. But it's not over. Like, this movie could easily have a sequel, if Tim Burton ever kind of decided one day to do like Mars Attacks 2, it could definitely happen. So, so I'm not really spoiling anything in a way, but you have to watch it. It's so fantastic. Now, one of the most astonishing things about this movie, which is really hard to believe, is the cast. The cast in this movie like almost defies plausibility for a movie like this. And when you watch it, after you watch this movie, think about the type of movie it is, then think about the cast that was involved in this. We've got Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson's in this movie, a prominent role. In fact, Jack Nicholson ×2 is in this movie. Glenn Close, Annette Bening, Pierce Brosnan, Danny DeVito, Natalie Portman. You know, like Natalie Portman as a child, like actor, probably around the same time as The Professional. You know, she's in this movie. Michael J. Fox, Sarah Jessica Parker, who I'm a huge fan of. Like, I just find Sarah Jessica Parker like super hot. I know people would go like, what? Like, she's like the most dog-faced woman ever. You know, how did she even get into Hollywood? I've always loved Sarah Jessica Parker. In fact, it's so funny because I just watched Ed Wood recently too, and in that movie they actually make a point to say, in fact she says it herself, that she has a horse face, which is hilarious because that's how people kind of describe her. But anyway, find her hot. Anyway, Sarah Jessica Parker, like, incredible. Jack Black, Lisa Marie, which, if you don't know who Lisa Marie is, she was married to Tim Burton at the time, so like Sherry Moon Zombie, she's obviously going to get a part. She's been in a lot of actual Tim Burton movies until I think they split up, of course, so that stands to reason. Christina Applegate, she's in it for a very brief time. I don't even think she has any lines. She might have one line, but it's just crazy that, like, okay, here's another person that you recognize. Rod Steiger, huge actor. Tom Jones, man. Tom Jones, the singer, the performer. Tom Jones is in this movie, and he has like a pretty, not major role, but like a pretty prominent role in it. Jim Brown. Martin Short. Martin Short's in this movie too. Pam Grier. Like, what the hell? I know, it sounds crazy. Anyway, yes, I did write these names down. I knew I wouldn't forget them, but I thought, well, I don't want to forget one. You know, I don't even want to forget one or two. So yes, I did write them down. I was looking at them. I got nothing to hide here, folks. This is the most low-tech, by the way, podcast about pop culture you're ever gonna find on the internet. So yeah, it's all real, it's all happening, man. I'm not, you know, I'm pantsless right now. I repeat, pantsless. I'm doing this movie review. How do you like that? It's hot, man. It's been hot for weeks. And there's no letting up, so that's why. But you know, here we go. This is the real, man. I'm keeping it real, man. So yeah, in terms of a science fiction movie that you may have forgotten or may have not even heard of, Mars Attacks is absolutely fantastic. And actually, Danny Elfman does the musical score too. There's so many great things going for this film. Like I said, the special effects are top-notch, even for the time. I think Tim Burton really would not settle for anything less than the best effects that he could get. When you look back at his track record of movies, he's always delegated the best people to produce the special effects for his stuff. A lot of his movies are special effects driven or have a very large special effects component to them, whether it's Batman and Edward Scissorhands, Legend of Sleepy Hollow. I think that's what that movie was called. Was it? Anyway, great effects in that too. Lisa Marie was in that too, by the way. And so yeah, like as far as the effects go, they're fantastic. They're you know, the performances of the actors are, you know, from all the actors, it's just incredible. And to see these actors in these roles, in this almost like slapsticky, futuristic, science fiction, satire, horror type film is just the weirdest thing. But the ensemble cast is just mind-blowing. So definitely, I like to to suggest this movie, to give you this movie as a must-watch is an understatement. It's such a fantastic film. You're gonna get a kick out of it. And I highly recommend that you watch it. If I had a rating system here, which I kind of don't, you know what? Obviously, you're going to tell from the way I'm talking about a movie what I think of it. And if I'm saying it's a must-watch, it's, you know, it's like an A+ movie. It does exactly what it sort of wants to deliver, and then it just gives you all of these incredible scenes. There's stuff that will actually literally blow you away, and just seeing Nicholson's reaction to seeing the aliens for the first time is just hilarious. And there's lots of like quotable parts in this, quotable things in this movie too. So I again, highly recommended. Watch this movie. It's fantastic. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me the thumbs up. Please check out the comment section for a link to see, well, first of all, you're going to actually see the thumbnail in its like full glory on my Patreon page, because I posted that today. This week has been Muppet Zombie Week. You're going to see new zombie Muppet art on the site, on the Patreon site every day, which I've added the link to the description at the bottom. I am wearing one of my shirts from TeePublic, which I will also leave the link in the description in the bottom too. Check it out. I'm sure you'll find some cool, really cool stuff that you'll like. I even have masks there because of the current situation that we're in. Yeah, pick up some cool stuff at my TeePublic site as well, and check out new content on my Patreon page every single day. I know, it's crazy. I am insane, but I love pop culture just that much, guys. I've been doing new zombie drawings every day for the past like 12 plus years. So a lot of that stuff is on that Patreon page. Like I said, if you could subscribe to this channel for more awesome content and give me the thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. It really means the world to me. I really love you guys. Thank you for watching, and thank you for letting me be able to talk to you about one of my very favorite movies, a very underrated movie called Mars Attacks. Tim Burton goodness. All right, guys, thank you again. I will see you all again soon. Part 3 of my pop culture rant is coming up very soon, and it's going to raise some eyebrows, I guarantee it. I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye now. Take care.